It sounds like. That's good and fine. So, let me go ahead and validate. We already did this. Let's get started. That league is open or closed? Man, this league is totally closed. You can't jump into it like that. This is a very, organized game tournament that takes a little while. Let me unmute all the peoples and turn the sound on. Okay, so my stream is live, the game is going, and all that good stuff. So as usual, when I'm streaming a legit tournament game, no advice, just, if you want to watch and have a good time, watch and have a good time.
I think you should try to win the game.
Okay. I mean, I told you not to give me advice.
Maybe that's too backseat for you, I don't know.
I mean, you're kind of backseat gaming a bit here, but... So, we are playing against humans. Looking at the human team before the game, they should have I think one loner. No, they had no loners. They had 12 players, so they've got a guard lineman and a block catcher, and that's basically the skill ups I have to deal with. I went into this down 80k, so yeah. This should be very reasonable. It's not a horrible one. But no, this is Legion League, so this is the one that Russell Ohm is doing and all his guys. Can you give bad advice? I don't know. Depends on how bad your bad advice is. If you give me bad advice, it might be good. Yeah, I saw he had a guy out. So he's placing his pieces in defense. It looks like, unless something changes suddenly, he's going to go with the Knorr style, the Ziggurat defense. Very reasonable. Keeps me from breaking through quickly. I might try to take some advantage of it by trying to hurt some pieces. We'll see what happens. If I have the chance, this is the piece to hurt. You may not give me a real good blitz on it, though. We'll see. Alright, so that's all good and fine. We're going to let his ogre pound on my cruddy lineman. We are on attack. We do not have a thrower yet because we did not go with that start. So instead we're going to go ahead and throw this out there. In fact, let me go ahead and change the position of this real quick because it kind of annoys me. It covers up a lot of stuff there. So we'll put it here. Great. Perfect. So we're not going to go super aggressively on offense. We are not looking to do anything crazy here. We'll have him here kind of just in case. That should be good and fine. We're hopefully looking to just get a nice... In fact, I'll even pull you back square. I don't want to do anything crazy. It's my first game too, man. It's not just you. We're going to go ahead and do this. I'm in no hurry whatsoever. He's a bit nervous. Understandable. So we went ahead. We tied up his ogre guy with a nasty thing. He's got a blitz. This is not the most horrible blitz for us to deal with, but it's going to be a little bit obnoxious. Things could be worse. Obviously, I would prefer not to be blitzed on the first kickoff of the tournament, but all told...
That's a great start.
Yeah, it could have been more horrible, but that's not the way I want my tournament to start realistically. If I could make a choice, I would have chosen the... I don't get blitzed on turn one. Yeah, throw rock on his ogre would have been great. I'd have taken one of those. One rock, please. One ogre rock. Por favor. No, they don't have any tackle, so the goblin's not going to be, having humongous issues. But we are going to have to kind of scramble a bunch of guys in the backfield real fast to make sure that nothing real tragic happens. We did kind of set up to hose the, you know, we tried to make sure we didn't get killed too badly by a blitz, but life is still not super happy for us. I would strongly prefer to not deal with this, but we're going to deal with it. So, basically, we're most worried about those two pieces, particularly the super fast catcher. The blitzer as well is probably also in scoring range, and we'll need to worry about him to a degree. It went back, which is not ideal, but we'll manage. We can't really get him the way I would want to. So let's do this. We're going to need to cover this ball. This is 2-minute turns, so I need to be real careful about that. Endless Mike is just going to run back here and try and get himself in a reasonable position. Little McLarge Huge can actually go over here and tie up the catcher. That is not the block catcher. So not, you know, horrific end of world bad. You can't get there, can you? You can get there with 2 GFIs. We'll manage. So we're gonna take him. We're going to try to blitz the blitzer and move ourselves to a more advantageous position. That is perfectly good in my book. Follow up and go stand next to Mr. Catcher here. Wonderful. Now, next thing I want to free up some of these guys. You just need to go grab the ball. You can't really fail it. I want him tied up. I want to do this then. A push is absolutely 100% fine in this position. So you get based because you're a jerk. I don't want you to be taking my ball. That was Spanish. Let's try this pickup while we have a reroll for it. We can reroll if we need to. I will happily reroll. We go one more square away from these guys because I'm more worried about them than anything else. I'm going to take you. I'm going to go here. That is wonderful news. I'm going to go ahead and follow up because it makes life obnoxious on both of these guys to do anything horrifically bad to me. And I'm going to go here with this guy. And I have not used my reroll yet. So I'm actually going to use the last one to try to take out this dude here, the guard guy. Again, he's a bum, and I want him to be injured. Oh! Nice, I'll take a stun. And you hang tight. And we will call that a turn. As far as, you know, I got blitz turn ones go, not the worst. Could have been a whole lot worse. We have the ball in the hands of a block guy. We did not blow a reroll that turn. We have pieces in the back which can form a bit of a screen. And we have pieces kind of blocking things off. These guys are too far away to be interfering with this action. The catcher obviously is a little scary, but 2 strength, so not as big of a deal. Sound really serious? I'm going to try to be more serious in this game than usual. I'm going to try pretty hard. Like, I relax a little bit more in the friendly stream games. I try hard more in these games. This is a tournament. So, like, if I were him, he could just take a 2-die, or a 1-die on my Goblin to the Blitz. He could do some dodges and get some assists over, but none of them are really super amazing, because none of them really gives him a chance to Blitz my guy. He could base my dude, but I'm not overly worried about him basing my guy, because very soon we're going to get surrounded by a bunch of big green dudes, and I don't worry quite as much. If you decide you want to use a bunch of dudes and block down my Black Orc, I will deal with it. That is a catcher. He's just getting himself into an obnoxious position. That's very reasonable. Take a 2-die. Ooh, Ooh, nice. I'm happy about that. Will he use a reroll on that? Was this part of his plan? No, I think he just wanted to 2-die me. So that's fine. We're going to have a number of good 2-die blocks if this turn goes about like this for the rest of it. What, you miss Rig and Smash? He got a blitz on turn 1, unfortunately, but it was a deep kick, so he couldn't take crazy advantage of it. We may be able to escape to safety. I'll let you know in a second. I can deal with that. You're basically there to tie up pieces. If there's 2 or 3 humans standing next to you, I am okay with that. Catcher's dodging back out. Really? That's interesting. Okay, fair enough. Now, where do I want to put a cage? Then. 3 seconds. 2, 1, 0. 2, 1. Okay. That's fine. I will keep tying you up. And you tied yourself up for me. Great. Oh, he failed to dodge. I didn't even see where that was going to be. Wonderful news. Great. Okay, so he's free. That actually may influence things, because I may want to run over here. Let's see. You can go to about here. He can go to about here. We can form a cage like here that I would be quite proud of, with blitzers and linemen and a bunch of pieces like that on it. In fact, we can go even further. We can go like here. And that's a real annoying cage for him to deal with. So I think I'm going to. Let's get this cage in a happy place. 2, 4, that's totally fine. Big strong pieces over on this side of the cage. Slightly weaker ones over there will be fine. I kind of want to move my other pieces over to the happy side of the pitch if I can help it. Oh god, I made a dodge. Oh, fuck me. I didn't mean to. Time to start paying attention. Okay. Not what I meant to do whatsoever. Let's start paying more attention and being more careful. Seeing as I did that, complete accident. Boy, I'm glad it didn't hose me. Oh my god. That would have been hideous. That was scary stuff for a second there. Goblin, you just kind of go here somewhere. That's good and fine for the time being. You take 2-die against a catcher. Do I want to do that? Yeah, I can do that. Pushes are fine. We can still threaten to kind of wander over in this direction, which I'm okay with as well. I'm gonna kind of, push him this way and plan to keep going over to the right side of what is my screen. But I'm totally happy to reverse back towards all my players, even though a lot of his players are there too. I was so happy he was tied up, and then I just made a dodge that I should not have made. I literally didn't even think about it. I meant to use the other lineman for it. It worked out for the better in the long run, though, because having the ogre tied up in this direction, I feel like, is a little bit nicer. It means the ogre has to come to this square if he's going to block and follow up, which potentially gets him out of the way of the action if I decide I want to break over this way. Okay. Looks like he's going to take down this lineman I have up front. That's okay. We'll deal with it. Fowler fouling Rodriguez is not made to be the stand-up player who does not get taken down. That's interesting. I was halfway expecting he may push me down here and plug a guy up here, maybe with a dodge into a couple tackle zones, but this certainly precludes that. It means we have a 2-die here, which we may very well take. Push is fine with me. Probably over to the side. So I really, really don't want to rule out the possibility of trying to wander back over in this direction, if it means I get these players back in the action. But if he lets me kind of go totally free, then, you know, we'll do it. But I may just, you know... That's a catcher. You need another assist if you want to do that. I may wander back over in this direction, to be perfectly honest with you. I still have to blow my blitz over here on Speedy the catcher. But I may wander over in this direction. All my guys are here. All my mans. And I really want to reunite with my guys. That's where I have my advantage. Is a billion players in the area. Okay, that's fine. Let's see what Mr. Catcher does. He shouldn't have a dodge out into no tackle zone, so he's going to have to dodge into zones. Cool, he failed even with dodge skill. That makes me happy. Alright. No. He made me change my mind. I want to go back this way instead. I don't want to meet these guys up. These black orcs can kind of do their own thing. But these blitzers aren't tied up anymore now that this guy isn't there. So I want to get this blitzer off me. That has to be the blitz. And then we're going to try to move some pieces up and generally move over in this direction. Can I do that blitz with another piece? Not really. I can do it with this black orc. That makes it an 8 out of 9. But a block is really kind of tragic, and I'd re-roll it anyway, to be honest with you. Push we can deal with. Not ideal, but manageable. I will follow up to base his players. That's fine with me. We're not going to move this cage very far, is basically what has come of this. Realistically, not much at all. I'm probably going to use this block. You stand up. You're not going to do anything useful. Fouling Rodriguez. We're going to squeeze the cage over this way just a bit. We are going to do this very, very, very slowly. Goblin, you're going to be over there kind of just in case, but I don't expect you to have to be a functional cage post. We're going to dirtle around. We're going to take this 2-die block. We're going to kind of get some of our pieces back into the action in this manner. I'm in no hurry whatsoever to do things in this game. We will deal with that. You can stand up because I'm gonna take this guy down and basically have a billion of his players standing next to a couple of black orcs, hopefully. Do I want to re-roll that? Do I care enough? What does a push do me? I'm going to re-roll that. I want you to be standing up. I basically decided I want him to be here and standing up and kind of continuing to tie things up. The fact that he has 4 movement next turn to be able to get back in the action is kind of helpful. I don't want him to have to stand up and not really have any help or anything. In fact, it looks like he's just going to be continuing to tie up these 2 pieces over here. Because these guys are going to do their thing. Our poor black orcs here, Big Caesar and Womp Womper, kind of out of the action. But so are a lot of his players that are surrounding these guys. We have 5 more turns to score. Oh, he top skulled. That's incredible. I'll take rerolls any day of the week. Come on. He hung in there. Wonderful. So a number of his players are still tied up,
Those
which makes me
black
pretty
orcs are
excited.
doing their job.
Those
right
black
now.
orcs are doing work. They are putting in some work on the other side of the pitch. A large number of enemy players are being tied up. Yeah. Oh no, these black orcs are earning their keep. 110%. And they're going to continue tying up like 3 guys in just a second. Oh wow, he dodged out for that. Okay. For the thrower, no less. Okay. Do your thing, Ogre. Probably push him here. It doesn't help, I'm not going to be here in just a second. I will just use Fowler fouling Rodriguez to tie up the Ogre instead. And use the other Black Orcs to basically start basing the dudes here. We're gonna do that. Yeah, that's fine. Slack Bladder, you get him. Fowler fouling Rodriguez goes there. You just stand up. I'm going to take a block over here shortly, but not quite yet. These guys, I want to go basically base these dudes and make life real obnoxious for them. We used a reroll. I can deal with that. And that's a catcher we're basing, so I'm not as worried about him getting counter punches back on me if I botch this. Perfect. Perfect. Break armor. How are leaderboard rankings calculated? I cannot tell you. Perhaps someone in chat has a better idea than I do. I certainly do not know. I'm actually going to use my Black Orc to force more dodges on my opponent's part here. And that's good and fine. We're just going to kind of keep the Goblin with the action. He can actually go here just fine. I have no reason to step on anything with the Goblin yet. And now we're going to keep trying to injure this dude here. We fail, I can deal with that. You go there. I'll follow up. Black Orcs are doing their job on the other side of the pitch. And that's good and fine, we'll take it. We have 4 turns to go half the pitch, that's not impossible or unreasonable. Unfortunately, because we didn't get a knockdown, these 2 guys are going to get away. If they wish. And they will wish, believe me.
I do not agree with that goblin placement at
Okay.
all.
Okay, well,
Well,
we'll see what happens, because
bad things could happen if he does things right.
well, we'll see. I didn't think I saw any ridiculous chain pushes, but why is my opponent
You
higher
made
team value
ridiculous
than...
chain pushes happen.
Why is my opponent higher team value than me to start off? It's because this is one of those leagues with, like, relegations and demotions and stuff like that, and I'm jumping in to I'm jumping into the lowest tier, but there's other people in there who were there for a season and didn't get promoted, or who got relegated back down and things like that. Ooh, he skulled. There goes the last reroll if he wants it. Which catcher are you? You're the block catcher. That's fine. It's like the old World League setup. I don't know what you mean exactly, but... I'm not 100% sure to what you are referring. That's fine. We can deal with it. Maybe he'll fail this dodge too. Wow, he actually did. I wasn't expecting that. And he stunned himself. That's incredible. A fortunate turn of events, as they say. Yeah, he says he's in a tough spot, but he's putting a reasonable amount of pressure on the ball that is making things very difficult. Womp Womp may yet see play. We'll find out. Now, we have to blitz you off for sure. I'm going to do it with you. There are some rerolls there I don't think he needed to take, but, you know. That worries me a bit. We will manage. Not the prettiest situation, but we will deal with it. We kind of need to, you know, get some... We need to pound some players through. We've got, like, big, huge guys standing there tying up his pieces. Pretty soon we're probably going to have to deal with a sideline cage. We need to get there in 3 turns, which is not a trivial thing anymore at this point. We have a Black Orc wandering down the pitch who could become a pass target in true desperation. For sure. He does have pieces that can very easily be surfed, which is a thing he's going to have to worry about. If I just have to play for injuring his guys and making life painful, I will. And trying to steal the ball in the second half. Not super ideal, but we'll manage if it comes to it. Ah, broke armor. Tragic. Stream is back, Squirrel Dude. Endless Mike, I expected better of you. You're a blitzer, man. Okay. The goblins make the loudest noises. That's fine. We will deal. Although we will start needing to do something a little more crazy soon. Gonna dodge with him. Okay. Please hang in there, Fowler fouling Rodriguez. No? Okay. I didn't want that to happen for sure. It's gonna tie up my goblin. He is tying up my goblin.
That'll show it.
That guy cannot dodge for the life of him. Now, we really don't want him to score, but we need to find a way through. Going through the middle kind of became pretty much horrible because of all these tackle zones he put here, and the ogre in particular, taking that path away from us. We basically need to make pass targets right now. Which, again, is not an ideal situation, but we'll manage. Not what I was hoping for, but again, we kind of got blitzed early on. That puts him in a position where he can do useful stuff, but still become a pass target in turn 7 if I need him to. In the meantime, there's a 2-die. We can form kind of a cage there and just generally protect the ball, though I'm not all that happy about all the situation that we're in here. But I can be not happy with it, but it doesn't change the fact that we're here, basically. Oh, he dove skulled it. Don't do that again, please. You're going to have to stay where you are at this point. It's just ugly all over, Yura.
Wait, what?
It's just ugly all over, Yura.
Oh.
Things are just all over ugly, man.
What do you thought? You have a scoring threat with that Black Orc right now.
Yes, I know.
Things
Believe
are
me.
going fine.
I'm aware that he is a scoring target. And not only am I aware of that possibility, I am pretty much resigned to the fact
your main course
that
of scoring.
I am resigned to the fact that there is that is an important option that we have here at this point in time.
It's sad when it comes to that.
It's sad when it comes to the Black Orc being the pass target. So we're going to go here. We have a terrible lack of good options. We are going to try to run the Goblin through and see if he wants to be a pass target too. He does want to be a pass target. A Black Orc pass target? It is a bold strategy, but it's also realistically kind of the best bet in this really unfortunate situation we found ourselves in.
It's not that bad.
No, it's a 2 agility guy. I've done worse. I mean, it's like trying to pass to a Throw-Raw to a Blitz-Raw, you know? Throw-Raw to Blitz-Raw. It's the same pass, basically.
It's a bit better than that.
Yeah. It's a 3-agi pass. Well, it's not a 3-agi pass. It's a 3-agi guy passing without the pass skill because I don't have a thrower. Because this is 1,000 team value orcs. Because we did not have that option, unfortunately. Or I could have, but then I'd only have 2 rerolls and I'd be out now. The Goblin did his job, which is nice.
From how this turn is playing out, he's not giving the Black Orc enough credit it deserves.
He's putting a dude on it.
He should have
He's at least putting a dude on it. Which is, you know...
Honestly, I would have, if I was him, I would have blitzed that Black Orc down this turn.
You would have, you think? Well, we'll see what happens.
No, I would have. 100%.
We shall find out. We shall find out what he does. And how it all works out in the end. So he's going to blitz down the Goblin. Oh, he dub skulled it.
I feel kind of
That's
funny
incredible.
This, but the Black Orc's more of a threat than the Goblin.
The goblin did it.
Did he dub skull and kill
He
it?
no, he didn't kill it, but he dub skulled. All right, so that
Nice.
gives that helps immensely, because that gives us more options to deal with, basically. You need to be our pass target. That's going to be our blitz, basically. We're going to try to wander the ball to a better spot, basically, more towards the
Oh,
middle
he's
of the
already
pitch.
saying GG.
He's saying GG. I don't know why. We're going to wander the ball towards a better spot where he has to cover a little bit more of the pitch and respect things. But basically some more options are here where he has to worry about them. We have the blitzers on the outside where they're nice and fast. I don't actually have to worry about him coming from the backside of my cage realistically, so I'm not going to. I'm going to take you. I'm going to put you here. If he decides he wants to go on a surf adventure, that's fine with me. Oh, hey! Our pass target did some damage. So that puts him in scoring range. The goblin is the threat. Like, it's... I mean, nobody here is saying that the, black orc is a super scary threat, but it's a important one to have, basically. See, the goblin failed. It's all the black orc now. Because the goblin couldn't do an 8 out of 9 dodge. Okay. I told you the black orc is the more reliable pass target. Maybe he'll fail to blitz my guy.
If he blitzes the wrong way, as long as it isn't a
Oh.
second worse, he'll still be in range. Oh, no,
He's not in
blitzing
range.
the right way.
He is not in range. Unless I'm missing something completely crazy pills. I don't see a way that happens.
He's not in range now.
No, he's totally not in
The
range.
screen
He is
shot up.
1 square off. I don't see a possible, even like crazy pills kind of
Oh, you
chain
got a
push.
chain. Oh.
I don't see
shouldn't
how.
say that.
You shouldn't say it. You absolutely should not say it. So I definitely don't see it. But I'll stare. And imagine. And dream. If I could get a piece here, that would work. Yeah, I don't see it. So we're just going to try to hurt things. And get some SPPs. Do I want to take you next? No, I don't want to take that block next. Make sure that jerk is not in scoring range before we do anything else. try to take down this silly guard guy. Do some damage. We failed. How tragic. We'll make this catcher go further back and away from stuff. And follow up. Take a 3-die on him. This catcher's fine for now. Let's try to get one SPP here real quick. We did. Try to take this 2-up here real quick. That'll do, I guess. Well, if you saw some chain push, I didn't see it. I'm skeptical there was one. Well, tragedy struck in the form of a blitz, but fortune struck in the fact that he dub-skulled one more time for old time's sake. Maybe he'll get a guy out. I wouldn't mind that. Injuries aren't sticking so far. Let's see. Nope. Alright. It's a blodge catcher, man. They're hard to take down. Alright, so now we need to set up in defense. I don't know what exactly he's going to do, but here's my line of thinking. I think he's going to want to try to score in 2 turns. I don't have much to base this on. Aside from the fact that I know he's throwing out Knorr's defense on me. Or the Ziggurat defense. I shouldn't call it Knorr's defense when it's just a really standard defense. So he may want a 2-turn, and if he wants to 2-turn, I'm going to make it very painful. And this is the defense I used to make 2 turns painful. We hope. I mean, you know, there hasn't been much pain so far. Move the goblin and blitz with a blitzer? I don't think the blitzer could have gotten it. The longbow? Maybe it is. I've heard the one that he used earlier on called the Ziggurat. I have no idea if that is it or not. Maybe I can get a blitz.
The one you're using right now is the Ziggurat.
This is the Ziggurat, okay. See, they have all these weird names for things. Well, I like this in particular because I have the 4-strength guys in the middle.
It also hides the goblin very well.
Yeah, it hides the goblin very, very well.
It's a lot better versus slower teams than
I
it is
agree.
against high movement.
It is. But it's real nice if anybody decides they want to do silly 2-turn touchdown shenanigans. He doesn't appear to be set up in much of an offense for 2 turns, though. He's going to put his catcher right under it. I assume this is Blotch Guy? No, that is Speedy. Not Blotch Guy. Fair enough. So this is one of those unfortunate situations where realistically we kind of do just need to keep him from scoring. And keeping people from scoring is not as easy as forcing them to score quickly or slowly or whatever. Hey, catch to the thing. I feel like this, with the players swapped like this, it's a little bit more annoying to break through in the middle, especially with like high-strength players. He is running that ball back to the past. He does not want this ball to be anywhere near my guys. Guard guy doing work. So you want that guy to get it? That's interesting. What are you going to push? I'm curious. Fair enough. Okay, skull push. The saddest of all successful results. The dreaded skull push. Hey, Snow Tam. Tournament game time. Guard still doing work. I tried to injure that guard dude many times. It didn't work. We tried. It failed. Catcher's going over here, so we're going to see a blitz over on this side of the pitch. I'm okay with that. Cool beans. Okay. He is saving his other blocks for last. You know, good little things. You can watch this live. It is in game right now. If you want to watch the actual live stuff. And then hear my reactions 15 seconds later. That is an option. Skull push. Still a sad result. Okay. Okay. I can deal with that, sir. Let's see. I want you to stand up because I'm going to do a 2-die on you. I want to get a guy through, which seems like it's going to be on the other side. Which means I probably want to blitz you and set up a defense over on that side. That's good and fine. I have no issues with this. It means I get to blitz a guy with 2 strength again. I like that part. First, let's pick up our guy. Because we try to be a good player in tournament settings. Fowler fouling Rodriguez, you just kind of step back and kind of play derpy 5 movement safety. Good, good. Good times. Your guys are all fine. I blitz you, sir. Again, skull push. Sad, sad result. We'll follow up. Slack bladder is gonna go here, I think. Also next to that. We have a guy coming through to kind of be obnoxious. Our defense over there is fine. I don't really see the need to do too much crazy. I'll take this 2-die that was given to me. Perfect. No broken armor makes me a little sad, but we will manage. And you step back like 1 square. I think. Is that what I want you to do? Dun, 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 dun. Go there. You're hard to block like this. You can get to there. I'm still in range with GFIs. Derpy safety is fine. This'll do. That'll do, I guess. That's weird that it's perfectly in sync. We do just want this one guy going back there to threaten because we can't have him derping around in the backfield without any pressure. That is not a thing we can allow. Okay. I accept your block. Okay, he's got to deal with him. Skull push. Do you want to re-roll that? I doubt it. Nope, follow-up. Really? That's interesting. That's very interesting. There's his pass target. That's fine. We have guys here for that job. Hey, Pseudo, how's it going? I can deal with that. Not ideal. I can deal with it. Let's see what he does over here. At some point, he's got to do a thing, right? You'd think. Nope. Absolutely not. Here you go, Ogre. So now we're a little bit more worried about him breaking through and doing obnoxious things. So I just want you covered. I want to keep running a pass target through, which means I want to block you so he can run and do his thing. That's good and fine. This side can kind of hang out where they are. He doesn't seem to be doing anything with it. You know what? This is actually an okay place to take the splits, I think. A knockdown would be incredible. We got one. You stay where you are, sir. And you come over here and stand next to this guy. We have a reroll. I'm going to force him to make a dodge. Perfect. Do I want to make 2 GFIs there? What happens if I do? This guy's blitzable with some help. He'd have to get assists there, and there. He has his silly guard guy. Where do you go, silly guard guy? Oh, wow, you're way over there. That's good to know. So now he would have to go here. I'm not as worried about that. So I'm more worried about that. But let me do this. How about, where do I think you're going to take this ball? I think you'd be likely to take it over here, if you're going to do that. Make the GFIs Goblin. I'll blow a reroll. That's fine. The rest of this is okay. This'll do nicely. Okay, fair enough. Do a Goblin team tomorrow. Goblins are great, man. They're a very fun team. I enjoy them greatly. You knocked me down. Fair enough. If he gives us the chance, I'm going to surf your dude. That's the thing we can do. And I'm quite happy to surf your Blodge catcher that's been the annoying butthole this whole game. That's fine. We can deal with that. Okay. Okay. I've been using the word butthole a lot. I don't know why. I feel like it's a more family-friendly insult. You want to run there, I'll deal with it. You may run there. You may do that. He will keep moving. I have no quarrel with that. Okay. Make a 2-die happen. Really? I'm okay with that. Alright. Let's see. So it is time for us to base a lot of shit. Would you like to surf, my guy? We call this pulling a Euro. It's time to do a thing. And play for the win or not, I think.
Whatever works, man.
I know. You just be in a moderately useful place. Fowler fouling Rodriguez. The Goblin will handle the catcher in just a second. Broke armor. He be dead. We killed the dude. He's legit dead, too. That was cool. We are going to make a GFI here. Good job, Mr. Goblin. I still have a reroll, so Endless Mike might be trying to make a dodge in just a second. And I'm willing to blow a reroll on it. Let us see what he does with this, what I have given him here. So we do have SPP, which is nice. So I will take more SPP on. We have 2 blitzers who get a level on an MVP, which is nice. Ozzy has done his job. I'm hoping we get some people in chat giving me the oi 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 occasionally whenever he does something good. So I hope he develops into a very good player, honestly. For that reason alone. There we go, Squirrel Dude. Ozzy's a hero. Let's see your risky. Worked out so far. Ah, KO to Bork. That's tragic. I guess I should not use it. As aggressive as I am with my apothecaries, even I shouldn't do that, probably. Not first thing in the tournament. You thought it was a black orc blocking you. But it was I, Dio. Like, you're gonna do a thing, right? Like, I can get to your catcher, I think. Is he gonna go all the way over there? He's going downtown. Oh, catch on that guy. Gotcha. I don't know that I'd call that super safe. Especially because my opponent is very bad at making 2 out of 3 dodges. So bad he fails them even after a reroll. You go there. You're going to take his place. He's going to come up here, and I may try to make a 2 agility dodge. Like, at this point, I feel like I need to knock the ball out of his hands. This has been a fun game. Let's see if he can do stuff. He did a thing. That's good. That's step 1. I'm going to try the crazy play, Yura.
Oh? What's the crazy play?
The Black Orc dodge.
Oh, I see
It
that.
failed.
Tabbed, yes. It failed.
Well, the dodge worked. The block didn't.
Damn guard.
I did the hard part and I failed the easy part. I stand by that. Forgot guard? Eh.
I mean, I still would have done it with
I'd have done it.
even if it had guard there.
Basically, the answer to your question is yes, but I'd have still done it. I've tried quite a bit to injure his single guard dude. And he's done a lot of damage this game. Let me tell you. Is he gonna try the pass now? Seems like he might. Here goes nothing. Okay. Okay, there's a push. I mean, it's going to a catcher. I realistically expect this to work if he decides he wants to score right just now. It's a longish pass, don't get me wrong, but in general I expect people with the skills to do their thing. 33% pass, though, is rough. Made the GFI, though. 33% pass. You can check this by, like, you know, before you do the moves, you can plan, basically. Oh, he fumbled it. He's got to re-roll that. 50-50. Oh, he botched it. Don't get me wrong, I have, like, no fucking players in range, but he botched it. Alright, well, he gave us this chance. Let us try not to waste it. This is one of those unfortunate situations where I don't have a ton of really awesome stuff to do. This guy should have been doing things like literally this entire game. And I forgot to move him after like one of the other turns happened.
All the buffering with your stream right now. There we go.
Oh, really? So, I deserve to lose this game, but... our best move. I'm going to have to make this dodge either way, because I'm going to blitz the blitzer. Like, nothing else seems to make any sense to me. It's ugly, but I think we have to. The goblin can maybe try and pick up the ball if it comes to it. Generally, I'm not feeling too happy about all this. We failed the dodge. We have a reroll for it. So now I'm feeling real bad about this whole thing. Because we skulled it. And Edmund Slackbladder is dead. Well, I would expect Slackbladder to fail it.
Yep. You both lost alignment in this game.
We did both lose alignment in this game. I got 3 turns to score, guys. Good old Slackbladder. My guy didn't come back. That makes me sad. So we're gonna try to get the blitzer a ball and see if we can score in 3 turns. Just chuck the goblin. We don't have one of those. The things that chuck. Sadly, that is not an option. We are incapable of ball chuck. Alright, so let's see. How do we want to do this? So I don't feel like we have the real luxury of, like, defending against a blitz anymore. So we're basically not going to. And we're going to very strongly telegraph our intentions that we are totally, absolutely, 100% going in this direction right over here. Goblin, you can go there. That's for the blitz. So we're just hoping for a short kick somewhere in the very vague front of the pitch. We can't afford to play around things right now. Because we're playing for the draw. Perfect defense. That's a little annoying. But the ball went where I was hoping it would, so, you know. There's live updates of my game going on in Russ's chat. Getting a kick out of that. These kickoff events have made me sad. I gotta tell you that. I've had better kickoff results before in the past. Well, this is mostly pretty straightforward. Not easy, but straightforward. Let's hope we can make a 2 out of 3 pickup. We did. Wonderful news. Yeah, you can't quite get anywhere useful without a jiffy. Alright. Well, let's see if I have faith in the goblin. And if I should have faith in the goblin. Absolutely no faith. Well done, goblin. You further convinced me why I do not buy goblins on orc teams. So he's rendered himself worthless. What format is this league? It's got a round robin, which turns into a, like, there's a cup, like the top people from each division go onto it. Old world. I have no idea what that means, but I will take Mr. Stucker's word for it. Alright. What's our best horrifically low probability way to score? Because they're all bad. Who on our team can mathematically score? I don't think the opponent's going to collapse onto the concede button in the middle of a heart attack. I think that requires, like, multiple clicks. I think if that's your plan, you have to hope for a seizure. Okay. So realistically, I should be looking out for the long-term health of this team and trying to get SPP on my dude. So that's what I'm going to do. And then Ozzy's going to try to be a superhero, assuming it does work. SPP, please. There's SPP for long-term team development. Now the one die here. Good job. Well blocked, sir. Russ just said I'm a big-time streamer. That's nice of him. It depends on your definition of big, I suppose. Like, I don't have a subscribe button. But, you know. I mean, I've streamed Blood Bowl for a few years now, so there's that. It was a good game. But man, the kickoff results made me sad. And realistically, armor not breaking made me sad too, but that's neither here nor there. Realistically, my armor held up quite well too. Not many people watch or play Blood Bowl. It's true. Absolutely. It is a smaller audience game. The idea in theory, by the way, in case you were wondering, was this one die was going to push the ogre out of the way, and then Ozzy here was basically going to do this chain of dodges to get in the scoring position. Unsurprisingly, that didn't happen. Let's try to get some injury SPP on Endless Mike. You stay where you are, sir. We did something. KO. That's not SPP. And then we try to quick pass and get our 1 SPP on Mintok the Mind Taker, who cannot pass. That's life. Relatively large streamer given the relatively small community. That's a way to put it. Not gonna foul turn 16 when I can't get a good foul and it's a... Oh, I don't even get my Appo at the end of the game. That's tragic. And the Goblin stole the MVP. I hate you, Little McLarge Huge. Do I validate this match? Oh, sure, totally.